Hey guys, how's it going? Alright, so I wanted to make this video because everybody, if we're going to succeed as a team, if we're going to become one, if we're going to become one family, one pack, it is extremely important that as we are building a system, as we are building our team, that we're all speaking one language and that we all understand exactly what it is that we're doing, okay? Exactly what it is and how we're going to build. To do that, you have to understand the system. Alright, so that we're all speaking the same language. So whenever somebody says support group, you know exactly what that means. Whenever somebody says what's step 3, everyone knows what step 3 is of the training. Okay? So I wanted to make this video to walk you through a new coach and then how they get from new coach to diamond. Just very, very, very straightforward how you get from new coach to diamond. And I'm going to walk you through as if you were a brand new coach what the steps are that you're going to take. Alright? First off, these are the steps as you go through, okay? These are all of the steps. Getting started right. First of all, you're going to have a getting started right call, okay? And if you go to, that needs to work. If you go to thepacktraining.com, thepacktraining.com, the password for everything is Beachbody If you go there, and you go to getting started right, or start right, this is the first step, getting started right. You're going to have a call. You're going to make a dream board. And that's pretty much the majority of getting started right. This call is going to include the expectations that your sponsor has of you and that you have of your sponsor. Okay, it's a commitment between the two people, so that we understand exactly what it is that each person is expected to do in this business partnership and in this business relationship. Alright? In there, you're also going to see that these 3 people are going to be contacting. The general rule is you're going to be top 5 prospects in your first week. Your word's going to be good. You're going to show up. You're going to build trust over the course of time. Your sponsor is going to give you everything you need to succeed. Going to give you the tools. You're expected to do the work, and your sponsor will do as much work as you do plus 10%. All that stuff, all those expectations are in the training manual, so literally you can read it off and you can explain these expectations in the training manual if you're a sponsoring coach, and as a new coach you can go over those. Okay, so after you've gotten done with the getting started right, what is step 1? Step 1 is just the basics, honestly. Step 1 is going to be your websites, your back office. Okay? All that kind of thing. And this is also where you're going to choose if you want long or short-term money. Okay? Long or short-term. Are you going to focus on products, or are you going to focus on coaches? What are you going to focus on? If you want long-term, you're going to focus on coaches. If you want short-term, you're going to focus on product. Okay? So, now that we're getting started, we are going to move on to our step 2. Alright? Make a list. This is where we begin to learn to make a list. Alright? Your list is your bread and butter. This is an extremely important step. So, what's going to happen here? You're going to learn how to form people. F-O-R-M. The family, occupation, recreation, message. If you don't know what that is, go check it out. Secondly, you're going to learn that you need to be adding at least 2 people to your list every day. 2 people to your list every day that are brand new with the contact information. Even if it's Joe from the bus stop, okay, that you see Joe every once in a while and you happen not to get his contact information, write it down. If it's John from Subway, Ann from the hair salon, whatever, write it down and preferably get their phone number and some form of contact information, okay? This, you're going to learn that as you're making your list and as you're building these relationships, your goal is going to be to talk to 10 people a day. Okay? Have a conversation with 10 people that have not written you a check yet. That's just the point. Have a conversation with 10 people that are not Beachbody coaches or not currently customers, making 2 or 3 of them brand new people that you're adding to your list. Okay, awesome. Also, in this step, this is a rather large step, okay? You're also going to focus on the customer to coach system and figure out the system of exactly when they're added to the list. Now what do we do? Okay? This is going to show you support groups, how to add people to support groups, how to move them from a support group to a challenge group, if that's where they want to go, how to invite someone from from your contact list that you met last week to a challenge group, how to invite them to the coaching opportunity and making it on down from the support group to the challenge group to the coach, okay? Showing them the process by which we're going to do that. They're also going to begin making their list, okay? Begin making your list. You start with a list of 20, and then you advance it to 100. Just of people that you know right now, okay? And then you're obviously going to start adding to the support groups and building that contact list, and then talking to people face to face. So step 2 is focused completely around the list. So we have basic information, step 1. Step 2 is make a list. Step 3 is the invite process. Okay, or very simply, the invite. This is where you are very, 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 very simply going to practice. We're going to draw a line here. Going to practice your invite. The majority of the invite process is focused on the coaching opportunity. Not necessarily because we're focusing on people that want long-term money, but ultimately, if somebody signs up as a coach, they're going to be pursuing their fitness journey as well. You know, why not lose 30 pounds and build a business at the same time? Does that make sense? Okay, so the invite is going to be focused on the Eric Worre Go Pro business opportunity invite. All right, this is where you're going to practice. This is where you're going to learn to handle objections, and it is the sponsor's responsibility to walk these people through this process, to actually practice that with them after they've seen it, after they've learned it, how to help them learn to handle these objections. Okay, how to do that. That is the sponsor's responsibility to help teach them that system, because the sponsor obviously has had some success if you sponsored a coach. All right. So step 4. Ooh. All right. What's step 4? Step 4 is the follow-up. Okay, so after you've invited, okay, this is the part where you're going to invite your 5 prospects. Step 3 is where you're going to invite your first 5 appointments. Before you follow up, do step 4. Step 4 is incredibly important, because if you don't know how this follow-up is going to work, it's going to be very, very confusing when the time comes you actually get on a 3-way call with your coach. All right? You learn your role in the follow-up. You also learn how to edify. How the new coach brings the trust, because they already have this relationship, and the sponsoring coach who's seen success brings the respect. If you have the trust and respect all together with the same thing, and then you present them with this amazing opportunity, it makes it so much easier for someone to say yes. Okay? So, the follow-ups, very, very simply, learn your role in the follow-up, how the new coach is supposed to sit down, shut up, and listen to what the sponsoring coach is saying while they're presenting the opportunity, so that they can learn how to do that. Okay? Alright, so step 5 is very, very simply duplicate the system. Very, very simple, but honestly one of the hardest, or one of the most, not hardest, but most important steps of the entire system, okay? Duplicate the system, all right? Think about this. Whenever your new coach sponsors a coach, all right, so you've sponsored one coach and they've just sponsored their first coach, all right? You have one more person, and then all of a sudden this person, your sponsored coach, has one person of their own. How the heck are they going to know what to do with them if we don't teach them to duplicate it? Literally, you just got to go through the system over and over and over again. And then after you sponsored your first coach, literally all you have to do is pick your list, invite them, follow up. All right? And then send them through this. And then whenever you want another coach, put them on your list, whether it be on a support group or from your contact list, invite them, follow up. That's all you got to do as you're building the relationships. If you can duplicate that, if you can very simply put somebody on your list from a support group, build the relationship a little bit until you are in a position where you can actually invite these people to check out the opportunity that we have, and then follow up with them and invite them and walk them through a 3-way call, or close them yourself after you gain that ability and that skill, you will build a team as long as we can keep duplicating this process. Alright, so I hope this made sense. But check it out, watch it again, go through the training yourself. If you don't understand this, go through the training yourself. See exactly what it is that we're talking about, and understand everything that's expected of you, of your sponsor, and how this whole thing works. And then walk through, and then whenever you have a coach, walk them through the same way. Awesome, guys. Well, have an awesome day. Thank you so much for your time, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.